Hello again, you magnificent subscribers. Welcome back, everybody. HemingwayLand.com, your source, quality, affordable land. This is our preview, the weekly preview of all the properties going live on the website for the second week of the new year. Tomorrow, Friday, January 14th, 2022. As you can see from the state flag, guys, we're up in Arizona this week. It is my plan, which, as I mentioned last week, will likely rapidly deteriorate come February. But it is my plan to list new properties per state each week. This week, Arizona. Next week, New Mexico. The point is that we're doing a lot of buying in Arizona, and it's certainly my intention to be doing a lot more buying. I got a guy in New Mexico who's tired of driving 10 hours to shoot properties, and I'd really like to hire somebody in Arizona. So because there's 16,000 subscribers on this channel, I just figured I'd throw this out there. Maybe you are one of these people. Maybe you know one of these people who might, as a professional photographer, want to go shoot undeveloped land throughout the state of Arizona. Now, it's a big state, so if somebody said, I can cover the southern half, but I'd prefer not to drive to, Lake Havasu, I understand, whatever. Southern half, northern half, western half, eastern half. Right now, we have 0 halves of this state covered. And as you guys will recall, the last time I listed property out there, I was lamenting the poor quality of photography that we got back. So I'm actively hiring out there. Anybody who's interested, send us an email, support@HemingwayLand.com. I don't need your resume. You're not applying to be my accountant. It's a photography job. So send me images that you've shot. Send me a website. Send me an Instagram portfolio. Things like that. But somebody will get in touch. Anyway, point being, we're looking. Oh my God, people. With all that out of the way, do want to say thanks to all those who bought land from us this past week in Valencia County, Alonzo, Yocali, and returning customer Moreo. Moreo has now purchased like 3 properties from us, so thank you to all of them. In Luna County, returning customer Brian bought some land from us out there in Coconino County. This property right here sold this past week to Nadima. He will be closing through a title company with us on that one. And finally, in Nye County, Nevada, that Pahrump property that we listed for $15,000 last week sold in a day. Even I was surprised by that one. To Alan and Martha, so thank you to them. With that one, we will also be closing through a title company slowly, glacially over the first quarter of this year. Anyway, with all that said, guys, going live this week, we got some properties in a new county we have never before been to. It is ba-boom! Computer's getting slow, guys. Santa Cruz County. Santa Cruz down here in the southern portion of the state. We got 3 lots out here in Rio Rico Estates. People, let me break this one down for you. These are all residential lots, roughly about an acre each, priced between $8,500 and $9,000. Rio Rico is down here about 10 minutes north of Nogales, 10 minutes north of the U.S.-Mexico border. It sits about 2.5 hours shy of Phoenix, an hour south of Tucson. These lots that we have for sale this week are all over here just to the west of the I-19 corridor in the town of Rio Rico, population roughly about 19,000. This is a built-up residential area, so let me just preface this one, guys. All of these properties, which you'll find paved road access, power at the lot line, underground utilities throughout the community. This is also an area that is serviced by city utilities. Per the covenants and restrictions, you're actually not allowed to drill a well out here, so city utilities will come and get water to your developed home site out here. That being said, guys, as we discussed in the video this week on these properties, these are not recreational properties, not the place you take an RV or a dirt bike or a tent and hang out for a week at a time. These are residential properties, which you'll see in a lot of the photos, and actually let me just skip ahead here. What you'll see in a lot of these photos is that there's a major kind of developed home sites in this area, all single-family residences. You get a sense of it here in the photo. You get a sense of it here in the map if you kind of zoom in on the dense concentration of homes out here. The point is that these are residential lots. These are not for recreation purposes. Now, I will preface, guys, with these lots out here in Rio Rico, this is an area with a lot of undulating hillsides. Undulating. There you go. A lot of peaks, a lot of valleys with the hillsides here. So everybody who builds in this region generally has some kind of incline, decline, some kind of pitch to the property that they or their contractor have to accommodate for when they're building. This, we bought 3 lots out here. I'm going to say we were offered like 50 or something. I tried to pick the 3 that seemed to be ones that you can actually build on. They weren't at the top of a mountain or the base of a canyon. So these, I think, are all good properties. That being said, they do have that kind of inherent feature to them that I think if I were buying out here, if I were going to develop a home site, it's something I'd want to look at in advance. The photos in the gallery, of course, give you a sense of the land, but they don't give you a sense of pitch, right? They don't give you a sense of incline, decline. So slope, if you will. Point being, they're nice residential lots in a nice residential community, none too far from Nogales. There's, it should be mentioned, guys, Rio Rico's got some groceries, got some supply stores, things like that, but Nogales is the town that's got the big box stores, the fast food restaurants, and, of course, all the happening nightlife and whatnot is in nearby Tucson. But some nice properties out here, and we're glad to finally be in a new county, in a new state, Santa Cruz, Arizona. So check these out, guys. 3 listings out there. Additionally, also going live this week, guys, more properties in, oh my God, what's going on here? More properties in Yavapai County, specifically in the Bridge Canyon Country Estates. This is the second set of properties that we're debuting out here. These were the first 3 that we listed right before we took off last year. We have now got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 new properties in this subdivision, Bridge Canyon Country Estates. I will say that I actually wanted these to go live at the end of last year, but the photography, which I had tremendous problems with, was so troubling that I couldn't make heads or tails of these photos until I really sat down and spent an hour with each gallery. I got like 80, don't get me started, guys. I got like 80 photos back from each property. I don't know why you would take 80. I don't ask for 80. And none of them made any sense. Is this east? Is this west? Where's the road? I couldn't make out any details. So point being, not great. But I finally made sense of them, and voila, 8 weeks later, the properties are now up on the website. All of these properties, as noted, guys, from the Bridge Canyon Country Estates subdivision. We got them priced on the low end, I think, at, totally forgot. On the low end at $5,500, but the new ones here are all coming in at $8,500. These are 2-acre properties. We've got some 3s. We even got a larger 5-acre property for $15,000. Bridge Canyon Country Estates, for those unfamiliar, for those who didn't see the first time that we debuted lots out here, sits just west of Seligman, Arizona, sandwiched between Route 66 and I-40. This is a subdivision that I think a lot of people would like. It's, it doesn't have power throughout the subdivision. There's power in some places, not throughout the subdivision. There's no underground telecom lines. The roads are ones that I would encourage you to take a larger truck or off-road capable vehicle to. That being said, the benefit of all these properties, aside from being like 1 hour from the Grand Canyon and close to a lot of national parks and a lot of attractions, are all what we define as RV friendly. Now, people, let's be clear. I deal with a lot of people who call on the phone who think that there is some land in America that is completely devoid of any restriction. Local, state, federal, it doesn't exist. There's going to be a building code. There's going to be a planning and zoning law. There's going to be an environmental code. There's going to be something you have to abide by. These properties, however, we define as RV friendly because, as we write on the listing page, RVs and travel trailers are permitted for 10 days, hang on, throughout the year for purposes of camping, or with a building permit for up to 24 months, but a 12-month permit, which you don't find anywhere for RVs, a 12-month permit to live in the RV or travel trailer may be granted through the developer service director, blah, blah, blah. Point being, you don't see that anywhere, so this is a subdivision that we like to define as RV friendly. And, of course, ideally located. I will have you guys know, so new properties that we have out here this week, we got a couple that I want to bring to your attention. We've got YVAZ6191A and B. I know that makes no sense. I'll get back to it in a second. These 2 are the only properties that we have with power very, very, very close by, though I challenge you to get any of that from the photo gallery. Both of these properties are located right here at the end of this cul-de-sac on Bear Claw Lane, and as you can see, they're developed home sites here, 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 and here, and if you really study the map, you will see utility easements here, 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 so on and so forth, but roughly about 500 feet from these 2 properties. So likely not difficult if you are looking for property out here and your major kind of drawback has been, but there's no utilities. These properties actually have utilities very close by. This is Bridge Canyon Parkway, a major arterial that runs through this subdivision. So there are actually utilities here servicing these home sites, which you can get extended to the land. Probably at little or minimal cost, etc. So we've got 2 adjacent lots out here. I will actually have a video up on these specific listing pages about this scenario because, as I said, good luck figuring that out from the photos. Additionally, guys, we got properties YVAZ7060A and B. Both these properties Well, I've got a video up about this one on these two listing pages. Both these properties, what you would glean from the photo gallery is that they are completely surrounded by fencing, which of course is a tremendous benefit to you, the buyer. You don't have to pay for a survey. You don't have to get paid to get a fence put in, as I trip over my words. Additionally, it looks like they've been staked in some way. But the person who took the photos could not attest to this. They took about 8,000 photos of a gate and a fence and property boundary markers. Then when I asked them about it, they had no recollection. No recollection. So I have a video up on that on the listing page today, because I'm not guaranteeing this fence surrounds the entire property, but it certainly looks from the photos like there is a good deal of fencing out here, kind of fencing these things in and giving you and giving your neighbors an excellent sense of the property boundaries and signaling to trespassers, trespass somewhere else. Finally, guys, YVAZ7652, we got a large 5-acre corner lot out here. Most of the properties in this subdivision are 1 acre, 1 and a scooch more, maybe 2 acres. There is, however, a part of this sub that you will find that has 5-acre lots, and this is one of them, guys, a big 5-acre corner lot that we've got out here. As noted, let me go to some of the photos here. Let's see if we get any details out of these photos. Here you go. This is what this area looks like out here. This is what the big 5-acre property looks like. Photos are a little redundant, but there you go. Anyway, I will have you guys know we're going to have a spreadsheet, thankfully, linked on all these listing pages, which we'll go into greater detail on these. It'll indicate which ones have the power close by, these down here, which are adjacent, buy one, buy both, whatever. And these which I indicated up here, I'll probably add some additional notes on this before we publish this spreadsheet, but these are the ones with the potential fencing. And of course, acreage is indicated, the power situation on any of them, prices, financing options. Let's throw that out here. Should also add, guys, that there are financing options available on all but 3 of these lots, the 3 most expensive ones. Whatever the case, for a simple down payment of usually about $2,500, $3,000, you can start to buy into these properties and start to develop them out there while you're making easy monthly payments on them. There you go. Anyway, guys, with all that said, we will be up next week in New Mexico. We got new properties coming out there. Right now it's 3. I might actually have a 4th or a 5th one up next week. I'm trying to cram as many into 1 week as possible because I don't think we'll be back in New Mexico till about mid-February. We'll see, who knows. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Once again, if you know a professional photographer in Arizona you'd like to recommend for this, our New Mexico guy makes very good money working for us. So if you know somebody, have them send us an email, support@hemingwayland.com. Thanks as always, people, for watching. I appreciate your attention span, and we will see you in next week's video.